Okay, well, here's Stu, you guys.
Hey, group!
6'8" Stu. We'll be right back. Yeah, here we go. Can't believe how tall you are. Okay, well, here's Stu, you guys.
Hey, group!
6'8" Stu.
Is it just me?
You're gonna hear us, right? Hello.
Or is it getting crazier out there?
Hey, everybody, what's going on?
Yay!
Welcome to the Late Late Horror Show with special guest Stu.
That's right.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, and Ted. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
I'm
guy
here,
right here.
because we needed an expert on this movie. Documentary
It's
Yeah.
a documentary.
about insects.
Very
Yes, it is.
interesting
Empire,
information.
Empire of the Ants. What
Yeah.
year was this? 1977.
77. So it's like he said. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a 1977 documentary.
It's a new world.
I don't know what this was. It was a very weird, movie. It seemed like a made for a TV movie, but it wasn't.
Documentary.
It was made by
So-
Terminex, I think, the company, as a promo
This
video.
is a documentary film. Now, listen, let me tell everyone something first and foremost. My name is Stu, and I'm a Sagittarius, and I like long walks on the beach. And oh wait, this ain't that kind of podcast.
No, wait,
is
this
it?
isn't a
Is it-
dating site, but
Oh.
But I mean,
there's-
you never know.
Well, I heard late, and things happen.
Late night with the ladies.
So anyways, I work over it. I work over at Terminex, not sponsored, but I've been working there for a while, and I have a lot of experience in the bugs and varmin and pests section of the world. So after watching this documentary,
Experience.
I thought I could bring a lot of information to the general public.
So this really happened?
Well, wait, hold on. You meet a lot of chicks over there at Terminex?
Well, they do.
You don't want to talk about it?
Well, I can disclose some information.
Yeah, please.
But, yeah, sometimes I get a phone call.
Ooh.
There's this one guy, Mortimus Glendale.
Oh, like it already.
He's always calling me over to his
Mortimus.
house. Mortimus
Yeah,
Glendale.
Mortimus is-
And he's always calling me over and he says, I got some varmin up in the bedroom. I need you to get rid of it. So I go there and I got my spray and I'm ready. And his wife...
Mortimer spray.
No, it's this bug spray, varmin
Oh, okay.
spray for Mortimus's
Yeah.
house. And his girlfriend or wife's always laying on the bed, and I always walk in there, and I'm like, I got a phone call. I have some varmin in here that need to be exterminated. And she looks at me.
Varmin are the creatures. Of the
There's
night, right?
everything. It's not just bugs. We have pests and like rodents.
Huh.
You get rid of 5-year-olds?
Interesting.
And
Oh,
I was getting to that.
Oh, so there's got to be a spray for that.
Yeah, she looks at me and she's like, "Did Glendale call you?"
No.
And I said, "Yeah, there's something in this house that needs to be exterminated."
Spirits?
And she said, "We'll get to that later."
Oh, geez.
Because I have experience in that department as well.
Can't wait to hear about that.
And she say, "Oh, that's just me. He calling about me. It's probably me." And she was watching soap operas, so I just sat on the couch and finished watching the show. Got my coin and left.
Darn young and the restless,
Yeah,
man.
I
Jeez.
told her I got rid of her. She can't. She's still there.
Well, hey, everybody in the chat, welcome. We got Bubba here, WWM, Sam Barker, Outside the Nine, Boy Wonder, what's going on? And hey, Dave Plouffe, what's going on? Kathy, Connie Clary, Tracy. She's hearing, he's hearing ladies' names and getting a little excited.
guys got the ladies.
Got the ladies tonight.
So, Rich Cat Ranch, what's going on? I bumped Chris W. I bumped my head too right before the show started.
He was
So
smelling burnt stuff. I don't know.
Black Rose.
I have to cut this short. I don't know.
I'm bleeding underneath my hat, so if I fall
Lift
over,
up the hat and just you look like Carrie.
if I keel over, I don't know what to say. But yeah, good to have everybody here as we talk about Empire of the Ants, 1977, based off of H.G. Wells. Dope. Well, I mean, anyways, it's a documentary. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, maybe he was there.
It could have
Maybe
been.
he was there.
You're telling me they teach you about this in exterminator school?
Yeah, to be an exterminator, you have to go to college and school and stuff, or bug school. And,
You gotta go to
Bug
bug
college.
school,
You gotta-
huh?
Just like
'Cause
clown college, there's bug college.
There's many different variations of the varmints and pests in this world, and you have to be able to distinguish who's who in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Like, for instance,
Oh,
I was at work today,
we have specimens.
and
yeah.
I was,
It's like Bill Nye.
Oh,
well, it's
Well,
interesting.
science
Is it
guy.
safe to be opening that?
Yeah, that's very interesting information I'm about to provide. So anyways, I was at work today and I went to this one house and he's like, I got all these bags in my basement. So I went down there with I'm like a Ghostbuster. I got the spray and the backpack and stuff like that. And in the corner I saw these guys and I looked at them.
Don't agitate them.
No, they're just doing that anyways.
Yeah.
You like that ASMR stuff?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Stu, the ladies like that.
Some would say I'm an ASM artist. So anyways, I picked them up because you get to keep whatever you want when you do these kind of jobs.
You keep the bugs?
You can keep them. You don't have to kill them if you don't want to. There's many unwritten laws.
There's gray areas.
There's gray areas. So I took the bugs because this is a new
unwritten
breed.
laws.
What do? Do you study them
They
at
s-
home? And
I do. They smell like cinnamon.
let me smell.
You want to smell them?
Oh,
They smell like cinnamon. Oh no! I dropped the bags.
Jiminy Christmas.
Oh
my
no!
God.
Oh
That's
no!
all right. That's all right.
Sorry.
Oh,
You've got the
no.
spray, so.
I didn't mean to be such a sissy
Oh,
there.
Ginger. Hey, what's going on?
They fell in my slime.
Oh no.
No.
Ooh.
I made. Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I made this yesterday.
Yeah, if you don't know already, Stu's actually a really big time YouTuber himself.
Yeah.
Very famous.
Falling on a budget, right? That's
Yeah.
what your videos consist of.
Yeah. Aside
Well,
from.
a couple big directors were looking for you to come into some of their films.
Oh yeah.
Director of Step Brother, I forget his name.
That guy.
Yeah. Anyways, he's trying to get. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be so loud about that. It's just.
It
No,
was,
no, that's all right.
I'm
So
sorry.
So you've got lots of little containers like this with different kinds of bugs, and
A couple.
what do you like? Study them and learn.
I like to poke them, you know.
You like to poke ants.
Oh.
You know what? I got an interesting story of
Little
exterminating.
spiders poking them.
My uncle used to take and get him with the tweezers and put him underneath the fire. And this is terrible, but this was when he was a kid, and I remember it.
It's an experiment.
He would
though.
burn it underneath the fire, and you would hear it go. Like you would hear a little sound.
I hope you don't do that.
No, I just
No,
poke them a little
You
bit.
got to do it. As,
Agitate them. I was just wondering, like, if you experiment to see
civil way.
what kills them. What
So
just certain notes, like a Pied Piper or something, work.
yeah, or different sounds.
Whistle.
we'll be
a certain
talking about
way.
the movie. Don't worry
We're
about
getting
it.
to it.
We're
The first
getting
half
to the
hour,
movie.
nothing happens.
It's all related.
Yeah,
it
it
really
is.
is.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So yeah, yeah, I collect a
Tell
few
ya,
of
man.
them, and then I just kind of see what happens.
Do you have a favorite one?
Ah.
A favorite insect?
Well, I thought those guys were
Ooh,
going to
there
be
is.
pretty interesting because
You
they
got me
smell like
talking like you know.
they smell like cinnamon.
Sometimes they talk like Ted. I don't know.
Has there ever been an insect or a varmint that just gave you a real challenge?
Yeah, armadillos.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they got
like,
the rabies.
sometimes I get calls for that. See, it's not just.
I would think possums or something would be.
I get called for that too, and raccoons.
I had one of those. We had to tear the
Possum
deck down.
and,
Finally
possum
got
and
rid of it.
raccoons.
Yeah, you get calls for them too. Sometimes they're in
Lots
the.
of raccoons.
But sometimes you get that call, it's in my trash. And I'm like, that's outside my jurisdiction. It needs to be in the residence.
Okay.
Inside the house.
It came from inside the house.
Oh, sounds
and
like
so
a scary
can
movie.
I.
Oh, gee. Listen, ladies. Oh, boy.
Family friendly! I'm sorry.
Not always.
No, not here. Not on the Late Late Horror Show.
There goes another dislike right there.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh,
That's all right.
man.
But hey, let's start talking about this movie, huh? I mean,
Get to it!
we
So the
got the
story-
great Joan Collins in this.
Joan
Yeah.
Collins?
Yeah. And who's Robert Lansing?
I don't know anybody else. in
I
this
don't
movie.
know. Well,
A couple of people look familiar to me.
the old lady.
And the sheriff looked familiar to me.
Yes, Irene Tedrow. She was in literally, I mean, 1,000 movies and TV shows and stuff
At
like
that
that.
age, she better have been.
And you
Silent
exactly.
Maybe when
films.
talkies were new.
In this one, they just got her and they said, hey, "Can you please?" She must have known somebody in the movie, I would think.
Sometimes you're just slumming for work, I guess.
Yeah.
Tell me
You know,
about
But
it.
she was rocking the like blue denim. Did you like that? I mean, I was
The
getting kind
captain
of.
was also wearing the blue denim in this movie.
I mean, she was kind of.
I kept thinking when
had
he
a good
jumps in
body
the water, he's never going to
going.
make it. Because like blue denim, you're never going to make it.
No.
It weighs you
Blue,
down.
blue denim weighs you down for sure. Yeah.
He'd be sinking like a stone.
Yeah. No.
So I guess the way they're presenting this story is that a bunch of toxic
Documentary.
waste gets thrown out into the ocean
It's very
near
wasteful.
Florida.
Oh, it's a shame.
washes up on the shore. It looks like mercury. I don't know what they used.
Yeah.
They probably used mercury.
Yeah.
And let some ants actually walk around in it.
No, probably
It
did.
was terrible. You're actually seeing ants walk around in this stuff getting stuck and not.
But I like how
looking
the
happy.
ship was actually letting it go, just
Yeah.
like one at a time, bloom, 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 just right
Oh,
in the
it's
ocean.
like- horrible.
The same roll over and over again, like they just replayed
one
the same
barrel.
footage.
But that's the same thing that you guys do. You guys just your excess. Anyway, we won't talk about that. But
Gonna
you
get me
know.
fired.
Oh, geez, sorry. Oh man. But
Do you have to use approved
FDA
pesticides,
Yeah.
or you got little
Is that
special
FDA?
mixes of your own?
Some
Or?
I do, but we don't talk about
Oh,
that.
I'm
Nobody's
sorry.
watching.
Oh,
I shouldn't.
geez.
Yeah, but yeah, they have approved chemicals that are safe for people, and
I spray the ants with
things-
coffee. That's a thing.
hairspray, glitter glue, you
Let's pour
know,
vinegar on them.
Vinegar helps. Yeah.
Febreze, and then they smell nice afterwards.
Right.
Oh, the
And
dead
then you
ants
just
when you
sweep
collect.
them
it.
away.
Oh, nice.
Are ants probably the most that you get calls on? Is there something? Or what about cockroaches?
Yeah.
Oh,
Certain
oh,
parts
man.
of the neighborhood, we get
Now,
calls
do you mind
there.
that? Do you mind that going in houses like that? With,
You know, I don't, because as a kid, I
don't
always...
they crawl up your leg or something?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes
Now
it feels
listen.
good. Depends how far up it
One
crawls.
time I was crawling under the house, because sometimes you got to crawl under the crawl spaces
Yes,
and
Chris,
stuff.
I did.
Yeah, and I was wearing the jumpsuit.
Okay.
Almost like a hazmat kind of thing, but it's not like that. And then, yeah, you can kind of feel them crawling up your legs a little bit. And sometimes I just leave them there.
Oh, they've. I
You don't have any in there now, do you, Stu?
No,
Dead.
no.
I mean,
I'm
it's-
okay.
It feels good sometimes. The closer
If
they
you got
get,
an
you know,
itch
I
that
don't.
you just can't
You just
scratch,
put a roach on your scrote.
it'll.
A roach on your.
This is a
scrotum.
non-judgmental community, right? We're all
Oh yeah,
friends here.
yeah.
We're happy that there's people like you.
Don't
Hey,
knock
poetic
it till,
justice.
till you try it.
That's one job I think I wouldn't have the guts to do.
It's different every day.
What about
and-
hornets and stuff? I mean, even
Yeah.
when I have to kill those, I mean,
Oh.
they have spray and it's like, it goes 8 feet, so you don't even have to get anywhere near them.
Oh
A
God.
few
yeah,
years
it's-
ago, we had the murder hornets.
Oh,
Remember,
I
right
forgot about
after
that.
lockdown and the
Right.
health crisis.
Yeah, they killed me.
Like, that wasn't bad.
They-
But I mean,
was that
I
the
got
rumors?
better.
I get better.
I got
But,
better.
I mean, reincarnation happened really fast.
Thank
But-
goodness.
Remember,
They
I was
didn't
gone
even
for a
give you a
little
new
while.
body or anything.
No, I know. Is he?
And
He's all right.
yeah, it's like
he's not bothering
as
me,
if what
no.
was going on in the world there wasn't bad enough. Murder hornets.
Yeah, made
Good
my
thing
job,
everybody was staying inside.
at least. But then they were around, and I couldn't get a day off to save my life.
Really, it was that bad.
Couple
Oh,
areas,
God.
some
Yeah.
areas, because we do all of.
Is that when you used? They put you in that like full steel plated. It was in a
Yeah.
night.
It was
suit, but it
very
close to it.
medieval.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
it was because they could stab you through it, so you had to
Yes.
wear the mesh. Wow. And I got to keep that too.
You got that?
It was that elven male.
Elven male.
Wasn't it? Is that what it's called?
It was Mithril.
Is that from Lord of the Rings?
Yes. Don't,
Yeah.
It sounds like.
don't get
it
that.
would-
Don't get them all fired up about that.
I'm not. I ain't.
So we got this
I'm not
hot
going.
and bothered Joan Collins. No, she's
She's trying
She's
to
a-
sell some
in this,
land.
and the way
she's
they're doing it
ripping
here,
people off.
Yeah,
is what
it's a
she's
real
doing.
estate developer. Kind of like, here's where we're going to build these great condos and resorts and beach clubs. And you can
Dreamland
buy in
Shores.
Dreamland Shores. Thank you. I forgot the name of
Yeah.
it. And you can buy in now. And so Joan Collins is trying to, get everybody in, get everybody,
Get it
it's
down.
one of
while
those,
it's hot.
free little trips. We'll take you out on a ride and you get the free food and free booze and, maybe, a few of them will buy parcels of
And
land.
everything was cheap. It was so funny. It was
Oh, I know.
I mean, the food that they were. I'm like going, oh my god, who's?
I love when the one. Remember,
If you got some
watching
beach-
like when the blue bus pulled over.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh god, here come the Mexicans, and and it's just this one couple gets off the bus.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh god, they're dropping off Mexicans in Florida now.
Yeah, it was just one couple.
Because it looked like one of those buses from another country.
Oh my god, that's.
And this
hilarious.
guy's like keeping track of the mileage. They said it's all free. I'm keeping track of everything.
But he was onto something.
He was onto something. He
He was.
realized that it was all kind of a show there, like the PVC pipes.
Yeah, he wanted to see all the plumbing.
Oh,
He starts
God, yeah,
remember, he
yeah.
starts at one of the spots where they stop for
Yeah,
lunch.
yeah.
He's walking around. They're letting people walk around, look around. This is like the first half hour of the movie. You already saw the ants get into that goo, and you know
Yeah.
something's going to happen there. But yeah, he starts pulling out PVC pipes out of the ground. What if that shit was connected?
But it
Well, this-
wasn't though.
No. Well, this was
know?
this was a Burt Gordon movie, which he did a lot of like giant insect and animal and creature films, and
More documentaries
Yeah.
more
for me
documentaries.
to watch.
And they do. I mean,
and he-
there's some scenes where, by God, these just look like real giant ants, and then there's some where it looks like a Muppet.
Yeah.
Well, that's true because there's some there's some magnified scenes, and then there's
see.
actual
I like
props.
when you get down into the
But-
nitty gritty and you can see. And I did like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
beginning.
yeah.
Stu, you could probably elaborate on this, maybe.
Yeah.
Just how all the ants kind of know some are builders, some
Everybody has a role.
corral the other ants to do what they want them to do.
Somebody asked, where did this stew come from?
Oh.
Here's Stu. First of all, here's Stu's link if you want to subscribe. Stu's again has some very interesting videos
Stu's
on,
an up and coming YouTuber,
on his YouTube channel, and there's the link.
a
And
good friend of mine.
give a subscription. Subscribe to.
Basically, long story short.
Yeah. And he's 6'8". I mean, he's a big guy.
You know,
You know.
Actually, the YouTube channel was actually this guy's sister's, and I'm actually the bug guy at her job, and that's kind of how I
nice.
got in. And she talked about YouTube, and I'm like, well, let me upload some videos because I don't know the interwebs and
I
how
never
to
watch hers. I watch his.
and how to do things. So she's like, go ahead, Stu. Go ahead. Upload some videos on my channel. She didn't care. And then
No.
it exploded. It exploded.
It exploded like crazy.
YouTube
yeah.
famous sensation of the world.
I saw you on Hollywood Squares.
Yeah.
You were in the middle.
The middle square.
The X. They blocked my face, though.
Did they block? Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
I was
yeah.
just the
I was the
middle.
But I knew it
I
was you. I knew it was you though, because I can hear the voice.
But over on
Yeah.
the channel, I do a lot of things.
What's the name of the channel?
Well, it's called She Snapped Again.
Oh yeah, that's
Because
right.
because I guess your sister snaps a lot, I guess.
Well, I thought it had something to do with you because you took over the channel, Stu, and
No.
you're real good with the ladies, and she snapped again. You know, one evening got a little out of hand.
Wow!
And,
we could go there with that.
Just saying.
No, not at all. But I like it.
Okay,
So
well.
on my channel, there's many different things going on. Like when the health crisis happened, I thought I was gonna go viral. I showed people how to find toilet paper when you couldn't
Yes,
find
I
any in
remember
the
that video.
stores.
That was a good one.
Find
Very
it.
helpful.
It was
Yes.
very helpful information.
You never
And
know. It
then-
might happen again.
and stuff got really boring, so I was trying to do tutorials and videos to help people occupy their time.
It was very good and informative stuff. Yeah.
And then the one time where it just went a little too far,
Oh, geez, that's a lot.
and it's very serious subject matter, and I think
God.
you can understand
Yeah, probably.
because you deal with this stuff. I was bored, and I went to the thrift store, and I bought a Ouija board.
Oh.
It was pink, Barbie edition. I thought maybe I could summon some ladies
Ooh.
because it was,
Because it was the pink Barbie one.
it was a lockdown. You couldn't go to the clubs and stuff like that, and I was kind of lonely. And that
So
was
why not get some sexuals through the
some lady spirits.
Barbie Ouija board?
And-
yeah.
and they
more
got-
more than he bargained for.
Oh,
And they got to
geez.
be nicer, right? Oh, I was wrong.
Really?
And to this day, I'm still living with a spirit in my house. And I've documented it. So if you're interested in paranormal activity,
check out the channel. Yeah.
Watch them, and you'll see there
It's-
there
Jeez.
is something in that place.
There's a lot going on at Casa de Stew.
Shit starts moving.
Oh yeah,
It's-
there's some very
Yeah.
interesting paranormal activity that's in some of the
Cabinets.
videos. Yeah.
Evidently, it hasn't gotten so bad where you need to really bring in some help, but I'm sure it's very annoying.
It is annoying, and we're kind of just cohabitating at the moment.
Yeah,
All right,
living
so,
together.
So you're
Yeah.
copacetic somewhat?
Yeah, everything is copacetic.
Well, I hope when you bring the ladies home that...
Well, there's a scene in this movie where the unbelievable Robert Pine, you'd know him from quite a few things. The minute you see his face, you kind of know him.
The guy
But
that shows up with his wife and...
yeah, and goes to the other girl, and he's looking at her the entire time
Oh, yeah.
throughout this, and then walks off with her, and starts to R.A.P. her.
Remember, he tells her,
You know.
he's like, oh, man, she's like, I don't think your wife would like that. He's like, oh, we have different interests. And it's like, okay. Like,
She's going with it, but then she changes her mind.
what did she think was going to happen?
You know, it's
How horrible.
I
You
think,
don't know this guy.
I think Burt Gordon just was looking for a plot.
I mean, yeah, because he goes out there and he just like Pepe Le Pew's her. And, yeah,
I'll tell you
she's
what.
like, no, yes, yeah.
Well, when she acts like she's kind of coming,
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm
all of
good
a
for
sudden-
it." And he, Stu, that was pretty good for us men, right? Unbutton that shirt a little bit.
He
yes
got-
and
you
no.
know, that
you
was
know.
a good scene,
Yeah,
but then he got
Then
kicked
it
in
went
the nuts.
south real quick.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
good anymore.
She gave him a little a kick to the
She did
groins
in the
area.
nut.
to the
yeah.
quignon sack.
And
Yeah,
yeah.
Man, it sucks being a guy and having just that one weak point. And
Well-
you go straight down.
Oh, you'll go straight.
And you don't
down,
even have to
right?
get hit that hard there.
No, you don't.
Does
Uh,
man.
So yeah, in the beginning, you're just getting introduced to all these characters, find out what their stupid problems in life are,
Yeah.
as if you
Yeah.
care, because 99% are going to get ate up by ants by the end anyway. So what difference does it make?
Now, when y'all were watching this, did you take notes?
Oh,
Like-
I wrote
like-
a thesis on
Like
this. but-
guy's, did you know, he's gonna go first. That one's gonna live. Did you guys do that?
I didn't.
No,
I
but
did, but I left my notebook at home.
Ah.
did you?
I thought the
So
one
it
guy
doesn't-
was an
yeah, so it doesn't
investigative
matter.
reporter, and I thought he was gonna report this the house.
Who was the first one? Was it that grouchy guy keeping tabs of the?
No, it was
I-
the guy who pulled the pipes out of the ground.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
I thought it
It
was
was keeping
actually.
track
I don't
of,
know the names of these people
I don't remember his
because
name.
I'll tell you. I mean, in most documentaries, I don't care who the characters are. I mean,
Right.
it's most of them are just the only one that I think. Well, they don't even matter. Joan Collins' character and that.
What was
what's
Joan
his name?
Colin's character's name? I don't even remember.
Oh, Marilyn Fraser
Okay.
is the whoever she is, whatever. And Robert Lansing was Dan. What was the name? Dan Stokely.
Stokely.
Yeah, and he was the other. He was the overacting. What the heck happened?
What did you do?
What happened? We lost signal.
Oh, yeah.
We went black. What the heck?
Someone pulled us off.
It's
the government.
Let me make sure the camera's working. Oh no! The camera died. It got unplugged. Keep listening, you guys.
Oh, you can hear?
Yeah,
Guess which one I am.
They can hear.
Hey! Oh my God!
Let's see. Let me turn this.
Now listen, if that spirit at my house,
Do you think
there we
possibly
go.
your spirit followed you here?
You guys can still
listen,
hear.
I don't know. Do you know
Because
if that?
poltergeists do that sort of thing. I watched that movie.
Dude,
Oh,
sorry, guys.
That's a documentary
Oh my
as well.
Oh my God.
Now
This is
listen.
paranormal, is what it is.
If that spirit followed me here,
Oh,
I
there we
cannot
go.
be held responsible.
Dean, whatever
I
Stu's
won't.
got might have attached and
I
came over
won't
here.
be
I
held
think that's what happened.
responsible.
we
Oh my
lost
God.
signal and we went black.
No one's over there.
That's never happened ever on a stream, ever.
Go
Clutch your-
figure.
Oh, you
This is the big one.
I just hope this don't continue. I mean, here I've got the spirit diminishing gun.
You need
You
light
need that
a,
handful of popcorn to throw with that
oh,
under the table.
light a candle.
So let's hope.
Serve some incense.
That's all I can say.
Oh,
Hey,
I love
Donovan,
when they all
what's
get
going
on
on?
the trolley. Because it reminded me
You
of
mean the cheap transit carny
It
vehicle?
reminded me of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. They all got on the trolley to go to the imaginary land of make-believe.
Yes.
Because in the next scene, it looks like it's coming out of a tunnel or something.
Yeah.
It's just like a shady area. I'm like, and here we go into the imaginary land of make-believe.
Yeah.
Very
And where there are
interesting.
giant ants. Oh, and did we mention ant vision? You get ant vision.
You
Somehow,
do.
Where else do
This
you get
guy-
this kind of entertainment?
Wait, do we know what ants see? How they see?
Yes, we saw it in the documentary. They
very
attached a
realistic.
camera
It was
to the
re-
ant's
it
eyes,
was realistic.
and we saw the real world through the
Wow.
eyes of an ant, and it looks like
It looks like when you're looking through a light bright
it looks like
cover,
looking through
you know?
A kaleidoscope.
a Connect 4 board.
There
Yeah.
we go.
It looks like looking through a Connect 4 game with no pieces.
Something like that.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
color nonetheless.
Yeah, evidently ants do see in color, which I did not know that.
Not
I don't
all
know why they
animals
would need
do.
rods and cones, but they have them.
Yeah.
Well, and the whole point of the movie really is the fact that, you know, ants are pretty smart.
There's more to them
We
than
find-
meets the eye.
And so, yeah, we find out
Eyes.
in the film that
Yeah.
in the documentary that they're using pheromones. The queen
Oh, I
uses
use that.
pheromones to control what others do, and they said it's an obligatory response. They have no choice,
Yeah.
but to follow that. And that.
Well, that's what I do.
So you've come
Have you
across
ever
a queen
sprayed?
ant before, I presume.
Have you ever sprayed, Ted?
sprayed?
Yeah.
Keep it family
Just when
friendly.
I keep,
No,
just
we-
when I raise my arms up.
That spot between. Okay, wait, Stu's here,
Oh,
so I
yeah.
gotta.
I wasn't
I know.
born
Oh,
with that.
But we're allowed to. Oh, you don't have one.
I don't think I
okay.
have that little pheromone sphincter.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I'm able to spray and. Yeah.
That's just your ass, man. That's just farts.
Well, it's the little spot in between.
No,
there.
there's. Anyways, we'll get past
Just the
that.
people
but
living in your house happen
there's
to like your smart.
something-
They like the smell of your farts.
No, it's not far.
Dad, what do you want us to do?
Me and the cats
get
get
me a
together
beer.
and we roam the neighborhood and we spray up the
You go to the cat.
the felines in the
Can't go
area.
catch that mouse.
That's what we do.
And as we go forward, there's a twist at the end. In
Oh.
case
Yes.
people didn't know that.
I'll bet you maybe 3 people watched
Takes
the movie.
it takes a lot.
Thank you for
Takes-
your service.
Oh well, yeah, military
right.
service and Terminix service.
Yeah.
But yeah, the twist doesn't come till way later in the film.
That's what
Not
it
much
holds
time to
you.
resolve a
Yeah.
twist.
It holds you
twist.
enough.
Well, and that's, I think it's what inspired M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
Ding dong.
You mean for twisting up movies?
Yeah, twisting up movies.
Huh,
This
okay.
movie, he
Could
said,
be.
was his favorite. He said it's the best movie he's
He
ever
said
seen
Burt
in his
Gordon
life.
from Batman helped
Burt-
him. You know,
Burt Gordon, did he work on
Burt-
Batman?
didn't Burt Gordon?
That was Burt Ward, right?
Oh, and Commissioner Gordon.
Commissioner
Yeah.
Gordon.
Oh,
Burt
we're
Ward,
smashing
Burt
2
Gordon.
characters
Pow!
together.
I hit my head earlier, so I'm kind
Aw.
of, putting one and one together and getting 6.
Well,
I don't
What you
know.
got, Stu? What you doing?
Maybe I could help the situation.
Oh,
I
jeez.
brought this fan.
Oh, are you getting overheated?
Sometimes.
I'll tell you,
Oh,
this is
yeah.
like a movie set over here.
Oh, that
we
feels
got the
good.
lights, man.
Look at that, the fan and all.
Is this a bigger set than you're used to, Stu?
This is a very big set. Like, Dino, my dude.
Yeah.
Do you ever just come down here and play with stuff and film it and think about
some-
posting it?
Sometimes, but never do. I've got quite the catalog.
Because, like, this
Cornelius
is a
and
lot of
Zayas over
stuff.
here.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I just watch the show. I watch it, and I don't watch you guys. I just look at the toys. I'm looking at the monitor
you
at
turn
the toys.
you turn the volume all the way down. And
Yeah,
just look
and
at
then
the
my
toys.
friends that I play, name that monster or ghost or
It's
ghoul
very
and
distracting,
stuff.
I think.
Nice.
No, it's
I like
fantastic.
sets that have
I'd be watching
things.
trying to name. Yeah, I'd probably be doing the same thing.
Yeah, we just kind of name that skull and that creature, and we have a little piece of paper, and we see
Who can name the most?
me and my kids do this.
And yes, you guys got a little bit different of a show this week because of we got a special guest. So
Well, I mean, when you're talking about something that
In the
that
movie-
evidently happened, you want to have an expert on
in
it.
the documentary, it intrigued me because ants really are very intriguing and very cool.
What's this?
It's the manuscript.
This is the original H.G.
This
Wells
is
manuscript?
the original. I found it.
At a thrift store?
Yeah.
Really?
And that's what they sold it to you? The original H.G. Wells manuscript?
Yeah.
And it's typed?
I dropped.
Damned!
It's a
He
very...
had it back then. I believe it was back in
Oh,
1903.
with the ribbons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dropped a lot of coin on this. Leave it alone.
So that's the whole story?
This
How do you
is-
get an hour-and-a-half long movie out of that?
So I'm gonna
And
tell
the
you.
paperclip, too. That's an old paperclip
That's-
from H.G.
it's-
Wells.
It's about to fall off.
That was from the desk of H.G. Wells, is what it was.
See?
Ah.
It's very interesting. But I'll, this.
I haven't read it.
Don't say that. This.
Sorry.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is nothing like the movie. It's blasphemistic.
So these movie producers just bastardized
It's
it.
loosely based. I don't
In
even
that
know.
It's got the same title and there's ants in the story? Is that
Yeah,
about it?
yeah. Because
Are the ants giant in the story?
Not even.
No.
Not even. They're like
How
a
big are they?
little bit bigger than regular ants.
I'm getting dizzy, but that's all right.
No. And I think the people that made this movie made another H.G. Wells movie, but I never saw it, called Food of the Gods.
Yes.
And I think
want
that's
the
like with giant
fan?
rats.
I'm good.
Okay.
I mean, and if I fall on the ground, just take the fan to me.
You've got a nurse, I'll give you a mouth-to-mouth recirculation.
Oh,
Drink some
no.
water.
Yeah. Oh, boy, what a
Mouth-to-mouth
day.
recirculation.
But this Empire of the Ants, I was watching it, and I was kind of... I think it was like some psychedelic thing going on in my head. I don't know.
Maybe it was
Yeah.
ant pheromones.
Yeah, they do that.
Oh.
Could have been. Well, because we find out, right, what happens there,
Mm-hmm.
that with the ants, everybody starts to get picked off because instead of... Well, they couldn't stay in that house.
Well,
we talk
they were
about-
afraid
there
of
was an
fire.
ant was
they
in
found out
there.
the ants were afraid. Fire was pretty much the only thing that would keep them away.
Yeah.
Kept
And
Frankenstein
they felt
away.
like if they
Fire
went,
bad.
if they went in the house, the ants, I mean, as big as they are, could easily probably just surround it. Matter of fact, when the one couple does go in a house, they're already in the damn thing.
Yeah.
There's that old couple. They sleep in the outhouse, I think, all night.
I knew they were.
And as soon as they come out,
Yes.
ants everywhere.
Yes.
I knew they were gonna die. They were like the first one on my list.
I cried over that though. That was the one scene that
He
I
lived a
actually
good
did
life.
cry.
Well, weren't
And you
they-
just say they said like in this they say they do this for fun. They do this all
But
the time.
you heard them at the beginning though. They said, I can't wait till tomorrow when we see our grandkids
Oh.
for the first time.
Never
Remember?
Gonna see 'em. Never gonna see 'em.
And then
Well,
they come out of the outhouse and they're dead.
So this
And that's a
has
cool
no
scene, too,
real
though.
Big ants. in
no,
It's a cool scene though too because it's got that
the
like
shed or whatever.
yes, and they're like surrounded by whatever the
And the ants kind of scream in this movie. Did you notice that?
Really?
Like,
they do. Yeah.
They do have.
they don't really sound like that though. That's
No.
for entertainment purposes only.
That's
you
what
know?
I figured because
Yeah, they don't talk like that.
Yeah, I don't want
At
to
least not
get
to me.
fingerprints all over.
This is original, and it's very disappointing because this story by Orson Welles is nothing like.
no.
Or what?
Orson
What?
Welles did.
Yeah.
He did a good job on the script,
Was-
is what he
well-
did. Wasn't he a backup?
Oh, H.P. Lovecraft. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Say it right.
I
Say
get
it
it wrong
pleasure.
all the time. Don't come for me.
Loosely based.
Loosely.
Loosely based.
Loose.
Yeah.
They are loose.
Yeah. And,
Yeah, and you get a lot of loose women at Terminex, don't you?
I wonder if
am I
some
wrong?
lonely housewives
I mean-
Am I wrong?
well,
They're
Ted,
probably
you
not
talk
looking for
you talk to
long-term relationship.
Yeah, you
probably.
talk to Stu a
yeah,
little
they're
bit
not
more.
looking for longevity.
No.
which
They're
is-
probably calling repairmen Monday through Friday.
They just want a one-stop lover, and I'm just not into that situation.
You're tired of
Did
it.
they-
You've had your
Tired
fill.
of being used.
You're sick of those one-stop
I
lovers.
used to love being used. I used to love being used.
I'm a little older.
Hey,
now.
one Sean Bond, what's going on?
Hey,
Hey.
I'm a little older now, and it just gets old.
Oh yeah, one-stop love. It's it's not in the books
Right.
for what
And
you
it's
really
like,
want.
are you getting paid for exterminating the bugs, or are you getting paid for
Very interesting
the
too.
old in out, in out?
There's a couple friends who do like the one-stop love, but I think it's like 200 bucks a pop.
Yikes.
What's that?
Um,
Crabs.
Yes,
I got a call.
killer crabs in your.
I got a call to exterminate some crabs.
Oh no!
Oh,
in
Really?
the
So
I
nether
got
region?
stories. Maybe I should
So
just
you-
do this. Maybe this will get me the views.
so you actually
Yeah, this woman called me. I got crabs in my house. I'm like, how'd you get that? she's like, we'll talk about it when you come over.
Yeah.
So I did, and she came down in this nightgown. She just lifted it up.
Oh,
They're right there.
Oh, my
I was
God.
like, "Eh."
There's a big bright light. Did you ever do that, Stu? They lift up and it's like
Yeah.
a bright light that just.
Oh! It's a spirit!
Those spirits are alive.
This show's going off. What is going on?
I'm sorry.
I
in
think I got a
advance.
stage 2 concussion. Things are falling. Spirit gum
sorry.
ain't working.
We're gonna have to put
anyways.
a compress on his head.
Oh,
and
jeez, I
sorry.
need ice.
your wife's gonna have to keep you up all
What's
night.
going on?
I don't
There-
understand.
You need some help there, Stu? I'm
I
sorry.
got stuff.
But yeah,
Oh.
no, I could see how the crabs, especially in One Stop Loves.
As long as you didn't take the crabs home.
Did you guys
oh.
do your makeup before getting on film?
Oh my God.
No, we never.
No, we're men.
No, I just.
We're men, Stu. What do you-
No.
We're straight men. We don't.
Gotta get
Oh,
the
do I got the
soft-
shiny
The
spots?
shiny.
Oh my God. Is Ted sweating?
Hey, that's how Kennedy won the election, man, because Nixon didn't wear any
Yeah.
makeup on TV, and,
Oh, geez.
JFK did. So Nixon
Ooh.
looked all shiny and sweaty, and everybody thought he was lying.
They
I
said,
know
there
it's
we
kind
go.
of late in this situation, but I chiseled out my chin pretty good.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh,
do either
no.
you want to use this?
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay.
Might
Well,
have
I'll
to-
just put it away.
You might have to consider that next
Depends
time.
what kind of ladies I'm looking for,
Yeah, if you ever do that,
Just
it
make
really
Just to take the shine away.
it makes
I
you
wonder if
look.
there's some dark, like, to make it look like more hairs there than there is.
Just use a
Oh.
marker.
But anyways, the movie, they're making their way through this. Oh, let's go. Oh, Stu's
carry
sharing.
this shit with you everywhere you
Stu's
go.
bringing out the luggage. Huh?
Now we gotta look at pictures of the family.
Stu's,
Now listen.
Let me show you my grandkids.
here's my grandkids. What the heck is going on? Peter Wernicke, what's going on? That noise Ted make is what's going on in my head right now.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
everywhere I go, I bring a picture of my kids.
Well, that's nice. It's
Yeah,
it's a
no.
picture of your dog
Yeah.
and two cats.
I got a girl and 2 boys. These are
You
my
got
kids.
you
Yeah.
got 2 pussies and you got
Yeah.
a dog. Stu's quite the ladies'
Was it,
man.
Yeah.
Cinema,
Yeah.
Archie, and
Leroy.
Leroy.
Yeah, those are my
Oh, yeah,
kids.
zoom on that.
Let's get a close.
Let's get some sympathy
See that?
points. Yeah.
Can you see that there? Yeah.
Those are my kids.
Yeah, a couple pussies on the floor and a doggy.
I'm a single dad.
Beautiful.
So if that doesn't get me some more subscribers,
Is it-
I don't know what will.
Is that rough for you, being a single dad
Well,
of 3?
Yeah, because when you come home, there's always stuff like laying around,
Yeah.
and I gotta clean it up, and my dog don't know how to fetch. So she don't know how to fetch. But anyway,
But yet his cats know how to give high fives.
Yeah,
right,
they
Train
do.
those cats.
I did train them how to high five.
Very good. You got snacks in there too.
You
What-
guys want some?
Have you been on the road? I mean, that's a pretty big bag of pretzels.
Well,
Have
we
you
gotta-
tried the pretzel thins before? Jesus.
not sponsored.
It's a 20-gallon bag of pretzel chips.
It's not sponsored. Oh, should I face
No.
it this way so we don't get doxxed?
No, you can. We're allowed to show food on here.
You got a Twinkie in that bag or anything?
Yeah,
Sometimes.
that's what- yeah, I'm for the cream, the chocolate, and the
What do you got in
what
the Twinkie department?
yeah, or some king dongs. How about some king dongs?
Sometimes
Oh,
you get a
man.
little hungry,
Oh my gosh.
so I
that's
come
too much.
prepared.
Yeah.
Well, I
Chat's
guess
burning up. So all the people start to escape, okay, and they try to get.
Right.
Do they try to get to another island, or was this a?
well, no.
Was
I
this
mean,
an
what
island
they're
by
trying
itself?
To do is there's a town
to
not
the
too far
boat.
away.
Yeah,
There's a town not too far away.
Yeah.
But it doesn't take too long for them to realize.
He's from Puppet Master too.
who?
Too long.
Too long.
Yes.
It doesn't take them too long to
Oh,
realize that
oh.
they themselves are being herded. They're the ants.
You
are
know, I
letting
wish
them
I
go
was herded, right, Stu?
Yeah,
Everybody
tell me
just
about
goes in
that.
one
No
ear
one
and out
herded
the
me.
other.
And Joan Collins and all these other people, they realize that they're being herded a certain direction where the ants want them to go. Because every time they try to go a certain
didn't
way,
know
this way,
that.
that way, they're blocked.
They didn't know.
Right,
that.
they didn't know that. They come to realize, and that's where
Yeah.
the beginning of the movie, when it says that some ants,
Yeah.
some of their duties
We're not
are
hurt during the making of this film.
to herd other insects, whatever they're going to eat or
Yeah.
Yeah.
or whatever. So there's like the sheep, and then there's the sheepdog ants.
I heard whatever it depended how high up I had the volume. But...
Now, how about when they get to the town? They
Oh!
finally get to the town. They get some help.
And that's when the movie takes a big twist.
That sheriff seems very understanding. Like, there's giant ants. They're chasing us. They killed a bunch of us. Okay, well, we'll get you to the town, and we'll
he's
get
not
some
worried at
deputies.
all.
And, I mean,
Which at first
he's probably
could-
thinking, I got a bunch of loonies over here. We
Yeah.
are not going to agitate
It's
them.
gonna. That's how it comes off. Like, leave it alone.
Well,
and
let's
then-
ask the expert.
And by that time, I think it's
Yeah.
just 2 women and 2 men, right? I think that's it.
Well,
Yeah.
and
Because
Stu,
even Joan Collins gets eaten up.
at the end, but
You know?
but there's something that happens in between there, and Stu, being the professional that he is, can probably tell us about. I mean, what do these ants do to people to kind of make this twist ending here? Interesting.
So,
Because it did finally get interesting.
well, can we talk
about?
about the situation?
Let's talk about the situation.
So they get to the town.
Well, he's from Jersey Shore. I don't like that show.
Yeah, that guy's a douche.
Oh, jeez, you're telling me.
Oh.
Anyways.
Yeah, so they're without the old couple. What about the old couple that tell them the whispers, the
Oh,
secrets in
that's
the
right.
night?
Before they got to town.
Before they get to town, they come
to a
across
house, a farmhouse. or-
Yeah, like
Oh.
a shed-looking type.
Exactly.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say it's a house.
It's a fenced in, like it's
turned cardboard box.
it's
or something.
2 people fenced in as if they were almost prisoners
Yeah, that's a
in
good
the
way to
house.
put it.
Yeah, and
Foreshadowing.
they are a little odd.
Foreshadowing.
And what the lady whispers something in the other lady's ear like this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And we
And she
don't
gives
find
her a
out till
little-
later that it was. She said something like, "Don't let them take you
you-
to the sugar refinery."
Ooh.
Because evidently there's a large sugar refinery in the town.
Very interesting too.
And I'm
I mean,
putting
sugar.
2 and 2 together when I'm watching this. Like,
A little bit of-
sugar.
I thought that was a cocaine factory.
Well, I mean,
But I guess not.
It's
It's
all
it's code,
sweet
man.
to
They call it, you know.
me.
I don't know.
The sugar.
I don't know if that was sugar or yayo, man. I don't know.
Okay, so it could have been either.
look
or.
at all that yayo.
Stand up, gentlemen. Put us out of our misery, says St. John. What? Stand up, gentlemen. Put us out of our misery. What's that mean, St. John? Anyway. Oh, hey, whoa! 6'8".
Yeah.
6'8" Stu's gonna hit
You
his
might
head
hit
on the
the-
ceilings.
Oh,
You don't want a concussion like me. What?
In my house, I had to cut a little oval in the door jamb just so Stu could come in and not. have to
That's
duck.
funny.
you had
that
to
you
make
did
it
that. It's
wide
like-
enough for the bouffant.
Yep.
It's like the Three Stooges. You kind of got a shape of the head there.
Yep.
It's kind of unique,
Because I
but
got tired of it. Yeah, poor guy's cracking his noggin every time he comes here. His head's looking like yours there with the big gash.
yeah, I don't know, man.
It's a hard knock life.
Yeah.
Literally. But yeah, so then they get to the town
You think everything's okay, but
and they want to rent a car.
Oh, they-
Let's talk about that.
Well, they want to rent a car, but they don't have a driver's license.
I think
Neither
that's
one of
one
them's
of the
got
mo-
their license on.
I think that's one of the biggest plot
Oh, man,
points
I
of the
left
movie.
it back on the boat, man. I ain't got no license.
No license?
And they said call the mayor and he'll hook them up,
Yeah.
but she doesn't. He doesn't. I would insist call the mayor.
Yeah,
She don't do it.
didn't hook him up
I
at
can
all. though.
tomorrow. I can get you tomorrow. It's the best I can do.
And then that young guy was in the phone booth trying to make a long distance phone call. And what they tell him, like, you can't do that.
Yeah, something's wrong with the lines.
The lines are crossed.
Because he knows somebody in Washington. He thinks he can get the National Guard out here.
The
to
lines are
help out.
crossed.
The lines are crossed.
Because the sheriff says he's got a couple deputies that are gonna go scope out, and they're like, two deputies ain't gonna do nothing out there.
No.
And then they see the deputies walking down the street not too long ago, and they remember that the mayor was on a long distance call asking for more sugar.
Interesting. So foreshadowing.
So
yeah.
his long distance call worked.
Oh boy.
So what's all that?
I don't know.
Shenanigans.
All I know is the
shenanigans.
the pheromones take a bigger role in this film because that's what we find out is going on. They have control of
They
the town.
hotwire a car.
They do.
Yeah.
And they steal a car, and they can't even get out of town. Before they even get out of town, the cops got it blocked off, and for some reason he tries to Dukes of Hazzard it over.
that was a
creek.
cool scene. He's like, oh yeah.
I think I even heard him go, yeah!
You Dukes of Hazzard.
It was,
Well, it stopped in midair.
It was like,
It stopped in
that's what-
midair, and they said,
oh, I don't know what them Duke boys are going to do now.
Well,
we'll
those-
find out after these messages.
no, it said that them there ants is spraying pheromones all over the Duke boys.
was
Anyway.
epic, beyond proportions.
Them Duke boys are in trouble now.
And
And what's old Roscoe up to?
And they get him.
You gotta love Dukes of Hazzard. Anyways.
Roscoe Pico Tree.
So, okay, so getting towards that
Yeah.
with the pheromones and all that, and they're in this big sugar,
Yep, so they get caught by the cops.
refinery
They're taken in to the refinery. And just told,
where they line them up.
to get in line.
All the people are lined up to get
Like they're going into the ovens.
sprayed, like I kind of do.
No.
They go into this like cubicle type thing, and they get sprayed by the queen ant. The queen ant's sitting there going, whoosh,
Where'd they get their hands on
had her legs spread wide, and just spraying up a storm. I mean, I don't know how. I don't know what to say in front of your sister, but I don't want to be too rude.
I deal with it every day of my life.
I mean, she was bukkake and all these people
Yeah.
all over the face with the smoke. Pheromones.
It was pretty gross.
That was pretty sickening.
And they're all given
It was
a
X-rated
specific
is what it
job
was.
to do
I don't know.
when they're sprayed. It's like the...
Did I go too far?
Did I go too far saying ovens?
Oh, jeez.
I went too far, but you said bukkake. All right. If this is the world we live in, I don't want to be a part of it.
That's the agenda. No, go ahead.
Be all right.
The
Go ahead.
And when the queen is splooging them,
Oh, jeez.
might as well do it all. Skeet, skeet, skeet.
Yeah. What the hell?
All over everybody, they're given a specific task to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like when Joan Collins comes out and says, "They want us to."
Joan Collins.
Oh, am I trying to irritate somebody? I don't know.
Collins?
Collins, Joan Collins,
I got it.
famous actress.
Yeah, no.
Dynasty
I'm
and
trying
all
to think
that.
of the Collins thing. What's the Collins reference?
Joan Collins, that's her name.
Oh, okay.
I got an irritated colon.
What am I pronouncing it wrong?
But that's another story.
Maybe someone will be friendly and
I thought it was
tell me
Joan.
how to pronounce it correctly. So anyway, Joan Collins comes out and says, they just want us to take care of them.
She's got a
we're
different
here,
tune now.
She's got a different tune. She's pro-ant.
She is.
Well, because she was sprayed all over the face.
That's right.
And,
And when everybody else was about to go in there, they're not going to have it, and they attack. And
Yeah.
well, it's a grand escape. It's a grand escape.
Yeah, you
you
could
guys
call
go
it
that
that.
way, and then there's the one loner guy who's I forgot his name in the whole movie, but
the younger guy.
yeah.
What was
He's the
Who
one that,
he befriended Corrine?
I don't
The
remember.
one, the chesty
The
one.
blonde.
The blonde
they
one.
kind of befriended each other.
Yeah.
So he's
The one at the beginning who said, yeah. At first he said, yeah, he's married, he's got a lot of money, this and that. And then
Right.
he said, no, I'm divorced. My
Yeah.
kid won't talk to me. It's a sad
Right.
story. And then
know.
they kind of connected and fell in love and
It
had a
makes you,
one-nighter.
But they attack.
Makes you what?
makes you wonder why he's there though. Like when everyone in the beginning, I know I'm backtracking. When everyone was
okay.
like, "Why is he here? Why is she here? Why is this person here?"
Yeah.
I asked
'Cause
why all of them are there.
It's like, why is he here? At first I thought he was an investigative reporter. That's the one I thought was, but he wasn't.
But he turned out to just be like kind of the hero in a bit,
Yeah.
kind of in
He
the
is
end,
the
right?
hero.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
hero. So
And he
Now,
had
even
his
though
shirt
I watched it this
unbuttoned
morning, I'm
a
trying to
little.
remember how they get at that queen. Oh, Flair, right?
yeah.
Yeah, because he showed that when they were in the car that they stole, the captain, because he's one of the ones.
Dan
that decided-
had-
Dan Stokely.
He's got the
Yeah.
flares.
The road flare.
Yeah, the road flares because they were because he was looking for a gun.
And what's with the woman that was like all over him like crazy and just
Oh, that
you
woman
know,
that looked like a man.
The old lady.
a little
or-
bit.
Yeah, she looked like a man.
And she was so frightened, like nonstop and in his arms. And I mean,
Giant ants, dude. What would you do in a situation like that?
but Dan
I'd
just,
probably be in your arms.
just Dan keep warm
Nothing wrong
if
with
it's
that.
a cold night.
Yes, but
But
the road flares burns the queen up there, and
Yeah.
and but there's still all these giant ants. We gotta get rid of these. So
hello,
But
Eddie
then-
Dillon.
there's a big tanker truck outside. He opens it up, starts letting the gas out, and instead of just like driving right in there and crashing into something, it's like he drives around the entire damn compound.
He has to.
All the gas is pouring out everywhere.
You don't understand.
Well,
He
that
has to
that
do
made
that.
a little sense.
Oh, it made a little sense to let all the gas run out.
Well, to burn everything around so any ants that come
Yeah,
out would
maybe-
get burned
maybe.
too.
Got
Maybe
burned
you're
him.
right.
But once it got in there and exploded, it's like, okay, there's way more ants than that. You're telling me, first of all the ants are in that refinery?
Not all, but maybe if the queen is completely obliterated, maybe the others will just, I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of left.
And I like how he just...
What about all the other ants running around? Are we calling the National Guard? But maybe once the queen is dead and everyone they do sort of wake up like, what the hell?
Because the queen is
what
dead.
am I doing in this, warehouse full of yayo?
But I like how the young guy, when the truck was going in there and he's way up there, he should have had, I don't know, broken bones. He flies out of the vehicle, the big truck from way up top.
What did he do? Did he land in a pile of yayo?
No, he landed on concrete and spun.
Well, if you
got
do
up
it
and
just
ran
right.
away.
I mean, I remember being in a car that was going really fast, and it's like you just got to hit the ground running. If you hit the ground and you're already running, you're not going to fall down.
Yeah.
That's sort of what he did. Except he fell and rolled.
I do want to say ants don't really spray, though. That's a little inaccuracy. I think
what? Really?
They don't spray.
What happened in this isn't what happened?
That's just a pretty accurate depiction.
Do they just secrete like a scent?
Yeah, it just comes off their legs.
So it's like an odor, is what it is.
It's just like with men, it comes off our armpits.
Yeah, it's like an odor, and it kind of...
as an ant walks.
Isn't it funny how society wants us to cover it up now? But back in the day, a sweaty man, that's what attracted a woman. That smell.
Pheromones.
Did it?
Pheromones, that's where your pheromones are.
Yeah, as the ants walk.
I mean, it's true, but I can't see
just
how
like if a lady doesn't wash down there for a month or two, that's what was supposed to attract you.
My gosh.
And now we cover that up, we shave it off, we trim it, we.
Is that a kind of an evolution? I mean, I can't even see
like
it.
that kind of evolution.
Yeah. I can't see it.
Those are positive steps.
I can't see any point in history in the past.
Yeah, I don't see any point where we're going back to that.
No, or even when it was a good thing. Like, I don't know.
And then I know I'm backtracking, but like the scene when they get the flares with the ant, the queen, and then they cut to the real scene of the ants playing in the sugar.
Yes.
That was kind of cute. Because they got the sugar bones, and then they got the ants, and they're having a
they're
feast
thinking,
with
I
the
got enough sugar to last me the rest of my life. I'm rich, bitch!
As soon as they heard the screams of the
if
queen,
I worked there.
they came running to save her and stuff. So it was very...
romantic.
accurate.
It was romantic.
And it's a family situation.
See, it's been really good having some real expert commentary on this one. That's something this show's sorely lacking.
Yeah.
It's very...
And the fact that you're so much into ants that you actually have the Orson Welles script to this movie.
The H.P. Lovecraft's.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
It's very...
the guy.
But it's the real thing.
I found it at the thrift store, and they had a little certificate of authenticity or something like that.
Well, if you've got that, then that's...
pretty official.
Then you got everything. I mean, how can you argue with a certificate of authenticity?
This thrift
as long
store,
as it's signed by John Hancock, it probably is the real deal.
This thrift store is very known for having artifacts such as like the Mona Lisa, and like the time machine was there.
Oh wow!
And like
wish I could have got my hands on that.
I would have liked the time machine.
They have the Hope Diamond there and stuff
Hope
like
Diamond
that.
is there?
Yeah, it's in a nice neighborhood. I drive 20 minutes to get there, so you know I'm super serious.
Stu, I'm going to have to ride with you there.
Hey, interesting point, Odie Dillon, about the sweat thing. It was a sign of a hard worker who could support a woman and family way back before Victorian era, covered it with perfumes.
There you go.
So,
see?
So it was the thought behind the smell, like, oh, he's such a hard worker.
Yeah.
With that BO, I'm going to rip his clothes off.
You know there's women that like that. They like a man to come in kind of stinky and dirty sometimes.
Yeah. Okay.
They like that.
Yeah.
They like it. Admit it.
Okay.
You like it.
Guess I'll have to try harder.
That's right.
Later,
you have a little bug spray on you.
Later, CM. See you at the Old Time Radio Show tonight. A mixed bag. Hope you guys like it. Hopefully you guys liked last night's too. Something different. So there you go.
What'd you have last night?
Not
a mixed
us.
bag? Yeah, it wasn't me.
It wasn't us.
It was the Damon Runyon Theater.
Sorry,
I don't know. It's a New York gangsterish kind of lighthearted series. Mm-hmm. Very cool.
Okay.
From the 50s. So yeah, very, very cool series.
I'm not as into that as you are, so I don't know a lot of them.
Yeah.
The only ones I know are the ones you've introduced me to. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See?
see.
Johnny Dollar, of course.
Dollar.
Hey.
Everybody loves Johnny Dollar. Johnny
Do they?
Dollar. Yeah, it's
reminds
the
me
most
of-
popular.
Well, you sent me a couple when I was in the hospital. You know, when I got sick there with the
yeah.
whatever, the plague, and
And they were interesting, right?
yeah, I think you sent me a Christopher Lee. Was it a Christopher? Yeah, it was a couple of Christopher Lee
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
I forgot what it was, but they were really good. I like.
Oh, there's a ton of Peter Lorre ones too, and yeah,
Oh, man.
he did a lot of suspense and some other like horror themed old time radio shows.
There's
So.
a multitude out there. I'm missing out. I'm gonna have to someday.
Yeah. Tell you what, it was definitely. Did we end the movie? I mean,
That's
the
pretty
ending
much
of
it. I mean, we told
kind
the
of
whole
it.
story of what
They,
happened in it.
well, they fly away on a boat, and I think he
Fly
was.
away on a boat.
They fly away on a boat.
Probably about accurate. Yeah, they.
Well, I mean, it's a scene where
Well,
they're
yeah, I mean, they escape and into what future we do not know.
Yeah, it kind
They're-
of leaves you up to your own interpretation.
Right? Is the world
There's
going to
gotta
be
be-
overrun by? I mean, if there's one queen, there's bound to be another, right?
I heard Burt Gordon was approached by Francis Ford Coppola at the time to do when he was filming the movie. Mm-hmm. And before the ending of the movie was wrapping up, he changed the entire ending of this movie to please Francis Ford Coppola, just because, and that's why they ended the movie like that, because Francis Ford Coppola was going to do Empire of the Ants 2. Mm-hmm. And it never happened because John Lansing had some kind of dispute.
And Coppola did that silly movie Apocalypse Now, so he went on. To
Well,
that.
I mean, yeah.
he went on to that trashy movie.
Nevertheless,
I'm kidding.
he went to something a little bit better. But
Yes, let's be thankful that he did Apocalypse Now.
but I can't even believe that this documentary made it to the cinema and the movie theaters. But for the airing of the movies, they actually had ant farms displayed.
I
For
think
the
they should have
grand
done
opening
more
and
to
stuff.
attract ants into the theater. You know, sort of like that.
Everybody have them take them
Yeah,
home
you
with
know,
them.
sort of like what was that filmmaker that liked to do that? William Castle.
Yeah,
You know,
smell-o-vision.
Sort of have that antivision.
Antivision.
That's what was in the movie when it looked like you were looking through the Connect 4 board. It was antivision.
Yes,
I think they should have gave those out
Wait,
so
what?
that you could watch the movie in antivision
That
if you
would
wanted.
be amazing.
What movie was that again? That had that in there, the smell-o-vision and all.
Oh, there was a few.
Remember Mickey Rourke was in it too. You forget? That's all right.
I remember the names of several of them. I mean, you know, there was the one with Vincent Price, the Tingler. There was
Oh, right.
13 Ghosts where you had to wear the glasses.
Yeah.
That you could see the ghosts on the screen. That was kind of fun.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. That was kind of. I wish I could have been, you know, a moviegoer at that time. That would have been kind of cool
Oh, yeah.
to go see.
The gimmicks, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, why can't we do that kind of shit now? I mean, that'll put asses in seats. If you know that every once in a while your seat's gonna tingle. Because some jackass will probably sue.
Yes, Odie Dillon.
I
we
spilled
will.
my hot tea on my legs when the tingler went off under my chin.
I wasn't expecting
I
that.
gotta sue.
Oh my
My
God.
hot nacho sauce spilled on me, bunch of wussies.
Oh, jeez. Or Kramer with the coffee and it spilled on.
Well, the zoo has
go.
a theater like that.
They have a 4D theater, our Metro Park
But it's
Zoo.
all animal videos. Maybe
Now, they
they
had a Scooby-Doo one last time I went, but
Isn't
my
he-
boy didn't want to go see it.
No.
I was dying to go see it. He didn't want to go.
Oh, no.
I'm like, well, I'm not going to go by myself.
You should. Don't deny yourself of,
I know.
of
It was
something
Scoo-
exciting.
It's Scooby-Doo!
Oh, jeez.
I'm too old for that, Dad.
No, I want to go feed the giraffe. Whatever. You can give the giraffe a leaf anytime.
Yes.
Lame.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely do War of the Worlds. So, yeah, no, it was a very, very good. Glad you can make it here with us this week,
Yeah, I want to
Stu.
thank you guys so much for
Yeah.
having me on. It's been super exciting.
And you should
course.
go on over to Stu's channel.
There's
Yes.
a lot going on.
Look, I don't know if you can see it. Look, Stu's even got merch.
I got merch.
Stu, hey
Right,
ladies.
right now I'm sitting at -1 because I bought that one, so I'm sitting in the negative. Ain't making much.
No one's
coin.
bought one yet?
Not yet. Maybe it could be you and
Dang
help a
it.
guy out. You see, I got a little family and stuff, and let's be honest, I can't get a view to save my life. So maybe you out
Hey,
there.
you picked up 2 subscribers.
Hey, thank you. But you know what?
You picked up
There
2
are some
subscribers.
very funny videos over there.
Yeah, to be serious, you guys.
I have
And
fun.
they're nice bite-sized
They
pieces. You
are.
can sit there, eat a few pieces of pizza, watch a video, and you can go about your day. I think some of them are extremely funny.
There's a little
They
bit
are.
of something for everyone. Whether you like paranormal stuff,
Yeah.
crafts, or just stupid stuff, I check all the boxes.
Before you buy your kids any toys at Five Below, watch Stu's videos. Stu reviews them all.
I review all the Five Below. I expose them.
Yes,
It's very
it's an
interesting.
expose.
Yeah, a lot of my thumbnails, you'll see the word exposed because that brings in the views. You guys might want to start doing that. I write.
Empire of the Ants exposed.
Listen, start adding that to some of your thumbnails, and the views are gonna skyrocket.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Hey, Dino, I think your dog.
jeez.
I think your dog's taking a liking to me.
What's going on there? The dog ain't down here.
Yes, he is.
No, he ain't.
Your dog's down here.
Dog's upstairs.
Can I pet him? Let me bring him up here. Hold on, come on, little fella. Oh, you got your dog. You got
Holy
your
cow!
dog.
That's not a dog. Oh,